Warriors. Esperemos que no nos hagan un lío como el juego de ahorita, el verdadero lío.
To the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we're up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, coming off a loss in the first game of the season, they'll no doubt be anxious to put tonight's contest in the win column and avoid an 0-2 start. Let's talk about Klay Thompson, one of the best wings in the NBA. Might be the most complete shooting guard in the league. Most complete? What do you think?
I would have to say most complete. And, you know, what I really like about his game, especially playing next to Steph Curry, you know, when you play
vamos al game,
more, you tend to steal a little bit what they're doing. So, you know, his ball handling is definitely getting better. He can help with the playmaking duties.
Vamos a ver, tu Shaquille, ¿está bien ahí?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. Of course, their season was ended last year in the conference finals, losing in 5.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season, coming up short.
Yeah, a bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always not just in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Azili in at the center. When you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range shooter.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too. And he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots. English, high off the glass. Again, shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, a bit ago, Kevin McHale and I were able
Bueno,
to
fue de 2-3 horarices, señor.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks again, Doris. Here is Harden, following the basket by Draymond Green. Howard can't hit.
Howard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
¡Mierda! Solo falló.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. The shot's
Ya,
good.
mira cómo la meten esos habladores, loco.
On the inside, hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Thompson. 9 points last game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. So he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Mira, está sudadísimo ya, el juego acaba de empezar.
Festus Azili out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
You know, and Azili missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It's Curry with the drive. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist.
Also for 3.
Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And Azili, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still
an
offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Thompson against Lawson. Screen by Howard. Too long in the paint. He's hit
man, shit.
Violation. Clark Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Here's Jones. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
And Green gets it to go.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Harden sets the pick for Lawson. The pass to Harden. And Thompson sends it back. Green inside the three-point line. Bank shot. No good.
Tira sin querer ahí.
Shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And now
Risa.
with deeper pockets,
but
never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam? Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here's Harden. Steps back and trains the jump shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. The beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for Terrence Jones. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Azul. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 22-point game against Denver.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Here's Barbosa, following the score by Houston. To the inside. It's stolen by Ariza. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it.
I mean,
Bien, lo defendí, le llegué a Chef.
But it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his
Dame esa bola. Estoy saltando aquí casi yo.
Now Beverly, after the missed three from Iguodala. They set the pick. Off the screen. And it's Beverly missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Harden gets the bucket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The shot by Spates. Nobody around. And the shot no good. A bit short. Beverly. He got it up that time, but
Parte el juego. Estos juegos están como muy pegados. Me está quillando.
For the tie game here. And already these offenses, Clark, are clicking. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet.
No. ¿Cómo jugar?
I was going to say, Greg, how
No estoy en eso. Yo estoy para rápido este juego. Que quiero darle rápido. Vamos a ver si ganamos.
Might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Ezeli is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Denver.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory. Just not enough.
Well, you had a little more faith in them than I did. I mean, I just never saw any signs of real life there that could be sustained.
Now, here's Lawson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay. And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Jones checked in for the Rockets. Thornton comes in for James Harden. Howard with this screen on Thompson. Lawson kicks to Howard. They set the pick. Here's McDaniels. That's good.
Wow.
And so Howard with the assist. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I
player.
Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
And here's Lawson. After the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. Jones, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Spates with a screen on Lawson. To the middle, off the pick. And foul for that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
And guys, the wheels really fell off for Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
Lawson kicks to Thornton. Another miss by Houston. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season he wasn't all bad. He did hit, a career high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's
yo creo que le va a meter ahí.
Rebounder or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
Here's Lawson.
Bien, lo brotó de falta.
So he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston. And then for Golden State, Green is checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here is Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. A 3 from Barnes, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
And that
normal ahí la puso. Andrés Iguodala.
4 now for the Warriors.
Iguodala.
The floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here is Lawson. He has 6.
Wow, la metió.
Lawson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
Left side, Jones. Ariza goes in, and he makes good on the way. Ariza's got the game tied up here for Houston.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish. And guys, you know, we talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in.
Cayó fuera por lo menos. Bien, hizo sobaco, ¿no?
Major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant.
Yeah, ese Moreno me saltó altísimo.
Last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight.
Mira, no se bajaron, no bajaron.
Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this
Bien, igualada, buen corte ahí.
to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Yeah, excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Now here's Beverly, guarded closely. And Brewer kicks to Capella. Ariza. It's rebounded by Livingston. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. It's stolen by Jones. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the whistle blows. It's going to be an on for Iguodala. That's his first foul. James Harden, he's checked in for Jones. James Harden. And Beverly kicks to Capella. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Wow, pero qué mierda, no cantan falta.
Guys, those could be really important points.
Now here's Beverly. Harden left side. 1 second left, and it's Houston with
Y la mete. Ya, señores, todos los juegos que van a ganar.
We've got a close game going on here. Rockets lead by 4.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
Yeah, it's a team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense. You know, and we've been doing a better job on the defensive end. And I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up there.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, what do you think about the Rockets?
Quite simply, their
bench showed up tonight. When I say show.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. We've seen Ty Lawson really having a great game.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates. Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Down low, it's Jones.
Wow, man.
Together, and it's Lawson in at point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets were in terms of seeding in the playoffs, and as they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And Green gets it to go.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Lawson against Thompson. Lawson outside. Here's Howard. Cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1.
Otro 3 de Thompson, bien.
Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th, and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
90 seconds now into the second half. Screen by Howard. Kicks it to Ariza. For the 3. That is in there.
El diablo.
Lawson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Ariza outside. Puts up a 3.
Va a tirar otra vez.
That's good.
El diablo, no falla, Arízalo.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Curry wide open, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
They set the pick. Jones kicks to Lawson.
Mira.
And Howard with the stop.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Terrence Jones.
Wow, yeah.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserved. I mean, you could see how
you no fallan.
And so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively.
Ellos no fallan, ellos no fallan.
Of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Thompson against Lawson. Pulls up.
Wow, qué mal tiré. No.
Exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of.
Se mete.
That's good.
Bueno, señores, hoy es el día de yo perder los juegos. De 10 me están ganando.
MVP award. He played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much. He got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Thompson,
el que la está metiendo, la voy a tener que tirar toda con él.
For him right now, his three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down,
Mira.
he might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but
Mira.
Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had leading his team.
No me cantan falta, no nada, un de Trozar me han dado.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Spates comes in for Ezeli, and it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Thompson dishes to Spates.
No la canten la falta, tienen rato dándome golpes.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and three-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
For the Rockets, Brewer comes in for McDaniels, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. The Warriors also with a sub. Livingston's checked in.
Wow, ¿cómo que se roban los balones?
It's rebounded by Livingston. And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their third best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale,
wow,
he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off.
Pero mátame peor, papá. Mira trompa.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Harden outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ariza.
Hey.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot.
Es increíble, cabrón.
That one on Thompson.
Todo es falta, loco.
Guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
The Rockets making a switch here. Thornton's checked in. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Green with the block. Here's Iguodala.
Mira, Iguodala fallando tiro solo.
Rockets leading by 7. 1 second separating the shot clock in game clock. Here's Thornton on the mark with the 15-footer.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
And here's Iguodala outside. That's good. Iguodala's got 7. 7 seconds left to play in the third. And a wide open look for Thornton. And that's not going to go. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Rockets ahead. They're up by 6. And we're coming.
Apretadísimo, vamos por el último cuarto, ves, ganando, señores, de 6 puntos.
Warriors trail by 6, and Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Curry is out there with Barbosa, and it's Ezeli in at the center position. Here's Barbosa. 6 on the shot clock. Green, the screen. Ezeli kicks to Barnes. Green and Capella sends it back.
El tigre se quedó allá atrás y pudo llegar para taparme.
Outside, Jones. Lawson right side. Pulls it from 20. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face.
No, pero esto es increíble.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned
Falta, siempre falta, todo lo mismo falta.
Into a very difficult shot. Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before.
Hoy no es el día de un NBA.
Season, ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league.
Clay Thompson solo.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. This is it to Capella.
Solo.
Wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Lawson's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the
Curry no lo está metiendo, señor, increíble.
That offense, I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
We got a ball game now, fellas. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Yeah, and little sequences like that can change the complexion of a game. Suddenly, the pressure now on the team with the lead.
Can't get it. Good work defensively by Jones. And Harden gets it to go in.
Otra vez de 10. Lo vamos a hacer y me lo ponen otra vez de 10. Look at the flick of the reach.
To put this game out of reach.
Cook. Cooking, Jack Cooking Harden. Vamos a ver si hacemos algo.
He was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his three-point percentage was up as well. So those are the
Por fin Curry metió un punto de 3.
improvements that talent
De 9-3 tiene, o sea, de 9-3. Ha fallado muchísimo.
when you come into the league as an
¡Cógela! Wow.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
Coño, pero qué foul.
That's his first foul. Now looking at Terrence Jones, he really has that complete game. His ability to make a play at the rim, hit 35% of his threes. He's a multi-dimensional threat. Long player, well-schooled. Falls in line, I think, very well with any good team.
Oh, la tiró. Y la metió así de 3. El tigre está loquísimo. La barba, señores. Increíble. La barba. La barba está que no se da por nadie.
Curry dishes to Azili. Curry with him. Now Lawson defending. And out of bounds as the Rockets.
Diablo.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Trevor Ariza's
No hay forma, señores, de ganar.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Thompson against Lawson. Pass to Jones. Takes a three. Barnes grabs the miss.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Azili kicks to Curry. Green, the screen to the inside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. That's 10 points for Draymond Green. Rockets leading by 8. Lawson outside. The high post shot. It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Barnes with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Barnes kicks to Azili, and the wide open shot from Green. Again, Golden State.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Jones. Plays it up.
Wow, mano, y esa mierda.
Love that dish down low.
Warriors trail by 8. Curry outside.
Yo dije mal tiro, ¿cómo que tira el tigre, loco?
Last touch by Curry. Spates checked in for Azili.
No hay forma de ganar, señores, ya.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up by 8. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Jones. Shot from the inbound. Spates with the block. Ariza has the open look. The Rockets again can't hit.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Thompson against Lawson. Green with a screen for Thompson. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Green.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Lawson kicks to Harden. Green with the block. Pass to Curry for the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number.
Poniendo ahí par de puntos, vamos a ver si defendemos. Si defendemos yo la tiro de 3 otra vez con Curry. Si defendemos y no la meten, la tiro con Curry otra vez. Porque con Curry veo que hay que tirar medio rápido. Yo no sé tirar con él, quizás por eso no podía meter los puntos. Hay que tirar un poquito más rápido.
And so it's Houston with it. They've led by as much as 10.
No.
What's that?
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thompson passes to Curry. Spades with a screen on Lawson. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
Fallé, mala mía. La tiré un poco incómoda.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he could continue.
La tiré un poco incómoda con Curry, claro, pero coño, que se empataba ahí mismo. Lo intenté, señor, lo intenté.
Here's Jones. The Rockets again can't hit.
No hay oportunidad de que se empate.
He's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow
Sí, señores, se empató. Vamos a ver. La curreta. Curry, la salsa Curry. Vamos a ver, coño.
Timeout call for Rockets.
Vamos a defender y a tratar de meter otro punto. Que no la metan, que no hay tiempo. Queda una jugada o dos máximo. Ellos metan o yo empatar o yo defender y tratar de irme adelante. Vamos a ver. Vamos a defender. La tire otro, no la valga.
Here's Jones. Harden outside. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Wey, ¿dónde vas tú?
Screen by Howard. It's Harden with the drive. And he can't stop
Bien.
the run as he misses.
Vamos a calmarla, que está con un pick and roll yo gano.
Outside Green to take the lead.
Falta, por lo menos saqué la falta. Vamos a tratar de que Green la meta, señor. Dios mío. Ya, yo no quiero otro overtime como el juego de ahorita. No. Green, por favor. Le metimos uno ya. Está bien, le quedan 2 segundos a ellos. Vamos a meter otro. Que tengan que meter uno de 3 para ganarnos. Bien. Ya no hay tiempo. De un punto ganamos, señores. Mierda, qué juegazo. Otro juegazo épico, señores. Diablo, qué juego. Curry empató el juego con 1 de 3. No sabía yo bien tirar con Curry, por eso estaba fallando. Hay que tirar un poquito rápido con él. Y Green metió un punto para ganar el juego con el tiro libre y no hubo tiempo para pedir ni siquiera tiempo. Wow, increíble, señores, el juego. Klay Thompson la metió casi toda. Juegazo, señores. Vamos a ver el juego real cómo va. Vamos a ver cómo va el juego real ahorita. Creo que ya casi va a comenzar ese juego. Si no comenzó ya. Yeah, you so appreciate, Doris.
Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Bueno, Cleveland le ganó a Houston, que ahorita dijimos que ahorita Houston, Miami Heat no ganó. Y el juego de Golden State. A ver si ya comenzó. Sí, el juego de Golden State está en el segundo cuarto, ganando Golden State 42-37. Klay Thompson, señor, 18.4 rebotes, 5 asistencias, excelentísimo aporte de ese hombre. Si no es por ese tiro no ganamos el juego. Porque con él fue que pude tirar y casi no fallé tiro. De verdad, muy bueno. Un tapón que dio ahí. Otro tiro de 3. Robo, se robó como 2 balones. Mírenlo ahí. Tapón otra vez. Tiro de 3 otra vez. De verdad, demasiado bien jugó. Excelentísimo. Y nada, señores, nos vemos en el próximo juego. Top 7 Game, top7game.com. See you later, people.
Kenny Smith.